No, I can't. Ah, Jesus. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. There's only one speaker working. All right, never mind. Thank you so much, everybody. Please give yourself a round of applause for coming out tonight. I know for some of you had to make a little bit of a trip. Give it up for Jen, everybody at the bar, the Cloverleaf. It's just really been a great time for me, at least, to do this. And
yeah, Walker.
thanks, Liz. Appreciate it.
It was cool.
Walker, before you start, could you make me a martini?
Oh, by the way, and Nick Tim Cullen. Do that at every show now. Okay, so, once again, thanks everybody for making it out. It's always cool to do a performance. If you ever get a chance in your life to do a performance, you see a great cross-section of a lot of people in your life that show up. And I know people in this room. I know people in this room that I've known for a long time. Some people I've known for literally 3 weeks. Some people I've known for almost 20 years. And if you ever do this, you see a cross-section of all these people from your life. It's almost like the same people that are going to most likely make it to your funeral. So I want to thank you for most likely making it to my funeral. Hopefully later on, because I won't be able to at the time. Remember, I did this.
Which I hopefully get.
Yeah, we'll give Ralphie the business. I like to take care of my friends. So let's get started tonight. I don't know, some of you might know this. Jesus fucking Christ. Some of you might know this, some of you might not. Where am I going to stay? Good? Good? Better? Off? No, I can't do that. Alright, so anyone that might, most of you know me, some of you don't, and I'm going to be telling you complete, honest truths right now for probably the next half hour. My mother's blind. No one's laughing, but okay, good. My mom's blind. Had an affair with a Braille teacher. I'm not kidding. And you know, it's funny, my father got suspicious of their relationship, and he did the one thing anyone possibly could do when you think two blind people are having an affair. You put a video camera wherever the fuck you please. It was probably a 3-camera shoot with a guy holding a microphone, you know? I had no idea. You know, the funny part is my dad has the affair on disc. It's in the house. I'm not kidding, it's in the house. It's on DVD. I kind of hope he transfers it to Blu-ray. Because blind people like high def like everybody else does. No, it's interesting. It's my mother, when she got remarried, went to the Braille teacher. I had to move her from Ridgewood to Kenilworth, which is a 137 on the GSP, in case you're curious. And if you ever have to move a blind person ever in your life, never trust their assessment of how much stuff they have. They're never on. And you know what's also kind of funny? When two blind people live together, their house is a little bit different than yours. You know how in your house you have things for your guests that come over, maybe a spare towel, maybe an extra bed set. You know what blind people have in their home for their guests? Lights and mirrors.
Yes.
That will linger a little bit. But you know, every time I bring up my mother, I usually get a sympathetic awe. Like, oh, that's sad, you know? And I don't want that. I grew up with a lot of humor in my house. So I want you to know about some of the funny shit that happens on quite a regular basis when you have a blind parent. For example, if you're a child, and scaring someone is one of your favorite things to do, having a blind mother's the shit. My brother and Chris now would be standing behind her, she'd be doing the dishes, she'd be scrubbing away, scrubbing away. I always wondered when she knew they were done. Scrubbing away, scrubbing away. Chris would walk up, ha! Now, the true secret to scaring a blind person effectively, as soon as you do it, don't say anything. What was that? My brother Chris and I had our mother convinced there was a poltergeist in our house from 1983 to 1997. Here's another great thing about having a blind parent. I never had to buy her a card. Not once. Not once did I have that small panic attack that you all have at CVS on the day of the holiday. Do I want to go serious or do I want to go funny? I don't know! Because you all know a serious card from a funny card, right? The serious cards are always about this big, and then the funny cards are always never funny. You know, they're never funny. No shoebox greeting has ever made me laugh. Not once you open those cards and it's like, Happy Mother's Day, thanks for keeping me. You know? Never says that. Happy Father's Day, good aim. You know? It never says that. And it's not like they make Braille cards, because I won't know which ones are the serious ones, and I won't know the funny ones. Knowing my luck, I give my mother a sympathetic Braille card. Here you go, Mom. Happy birthday. Justin, who died? Here's another one. And another funny thing about having a blind parent. You can buy them, in the terms of clothing, anything. Doesn't matter what it looks like, what colors match. She only cares about how it feels. She has a nice new silk scarf. She loves it. What she doesn't know is I got it for 80% off because swastikas went out of fashion a couple of years back. You know, every time she wears her scarf in public, no one gets a door for her. Come on, guys, she's fucking blind. Another funny thing about having a blind parent, did you ever get caught masturbating? Well, I got to finish.
How many times?
I didn't look at him, I'm not a fucking animal. I looked away. I love golf. Everyone else loves golf in here? I love golf. I think it's a great game. It's a great game. You all watched the Masters a couple weeks ago? Oh man, it was good. Bubba Watson winning and crying. It was fun. I got a couple of questions about golf. Maybe you can help me out. If you're playing golf with a retarded person, are you allowed to ask them what their handicap is? Or is that deemed an offensive question? You know what sucks? You can't say retarded anymore. They don't let you do that. They think it's an offensive word. You can't say faggot anymore either. You know? You can't say faggot anymore. You can't say retarded. They're not allowed. And it just sucks because both of those words are so funny. And I just wish you could do it more often, but I digress.
Faggot.
But there's another quick question about golf. Maybe you can help me out. Let's say that same retarded golfer is in the group in front of your group. And you've caught up to him. You know, because he's retarded. Are you then allowed to look him dead in the eye and go, "Excuse me, do you mind if we play through? You're a little slow." Probably can't do that. Now some of you sit in the audience going, hey, Jesus Christ, man, stop making fun of retarded people. You know they can't play golf, and I tell you, how dare you tell me what they can and cannot do?
How dare you?
Besides, every good instructor will tell you that the best part about making contact with the ball is the ability to keep your head down. Judging that everyone's loving all this retarded material, so let's move on to Alcoholic Ex-Girlfriend, shall we? Some of you got to meet her. You know what the best part or the funniest part about breaking up with somebody that everybody hated? You find out that week that everybody hated them. That no one tells you during it. They become Facebook friends, they act cordial in public. As soon as you break up, oh, that girl sucked. I am so happy that you're no longer dating them. So many interesting things. You know when you hear an old song that reminds you of an old love, you know, maybe you have that sentimental little moment? Well, I have that same moment when I walk into a cheap liquor store and I look to the bottom shelf and I see those economy jugs of Pop-Off. I can't help but get weepy. It's always a pain in the ass to go to dinner with her because no one served Crystal Light. That was her favorite mixer, if you're not picking up on that one. Another interesting thing about dating an alcoholic is you never know what they're going to say next. You never know. Every day is wild card day. And I learned it the most when we went to Target. Her cat, who was retarded, bit its own tail and bled everywhere, and we had to get the cat a carrier because years back, cats were chosen to have to go into a box instead of on a leash. I don't know who made that choice back in the day, but I hate that guy. And we had to go to get the goddamn carrier. We went to Target. We buy the carrier, we're walking out, and as we're walking out, there's the guy selling Snickers bars for his son's basketball team. You know who I'm talking about. He was black. So, we're walking through the door. He starts a sales pitch. She replies, "No thanks for poor two." You know that feeling that you have when you think you're about to get shot? Most of you shouldn't because you didn't date my ex-girlfriend. I had these moments about once a week. But I had an instant save. The easiest way to get out of a moment like that, you just do one of these real fast. I killed him, it was a hate crime. That's what sucks. Self-defense turns into hate crime like that. So, we're really cheering up the room now. Excuse me one second.